Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Apologies for the delay, it's been a crazy day at work. Just had some time just now to record it, so let's just get into it I guess. As always, you'll be able to find YouTube chapters below if you want to skip ahead, otherwise yeah, today's challenge, the combination of modifiers makes this a rather annoying challenge. It also doesn't help that Inquisitors without Reva are, let's just say, not that good, which we already know. Alright, anyway, so yeah, we're facing Padme, which in its isolation is not that terrible, I guess. But it's a Galactic Republic challenge, and we all know what that means. Now, in terms of defeats, win with the full Inquisitor units. Now, if you don't have Reva, I don't know, I tried without Reva and all my Inquisitors are like Relic 8 and above. Maybe if you get lucky, somehow you could work around it, but just because of the modifiers, it makes it very difficult to actually deal any damage at all. But if you have Reva, good news, full auto done in about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. So for Reva users, this shouldn't be difficult at all. Winning without usually in the leading slot again, by using Malak lead and a bunch of Sith and Sith Eternal Emperor again, you can just hit autoplay, but unlike Reva, it's not going to take 30 seconds, it took about, I don't know, 4 minutes or something like that, that Sith Eternal finally hit ult and actually zapped somebody out. So yeah, otherwise, the no leader feat, I'll have the non-galactic legend option as well afterwards. It requires some manual work, but you know, a combination of Thrawn, Nihilus, Malak, Nihilus was in there as well. You know, you can kind of get control over the enemy, that you can actually insta-kill somebody with Nihilus and then things become easier. But yeah, in terms of Inquisitors, just do the best that you can, like tier 6, I did it in my smaller account with Trash Inquisitors and it was okay, because at tier 6 enemies, they don't have Zetas yet, so you know, you can quickly get them down. But tier 7 or above, without Reva, I think it's going to be very challenging. And it's because of the modifiers. Kamino modifier normally is a bit meh, doesn't do a whole lot. However, it's a bit annoying today in combination with Padme, because whenever a character in the leading slot ends their turn, all allies gain a stack of morale. Fine. Whenever a character deals damage to an enemy or recovers health, they gain a stack of morale. And what happens, right? Padme, there's lots of protection up on this Padme squad, and whenever protection up expires, I think they recover health. So they'll be stacking up stacks of morale very quickly. And what's even more annoying, that whenever a character starts their turn with 10 or more stacks of morale, they gain advantage, fine. However, when they end their turn with 15 or more, they gain protection up. And after a couple of turns, everybody, because of all these shenanigans, they will have more than 15 stacks of morale, which means they will constantly have protection up, literally constantly. And what happens when they have protection up? You can't crit them and they resist debuffs. And why is this important? Because one way to remove stacks of morale is inflicting debuffs. But if they're resisting everything, you can't really do that. So the stacks of morale on them will stack so high up, they will constantly have protection up, which obviously means, you know, you need to do more damage to them to actually kill them, and then most annoyingly, can't crit them, can't debuff them, except obviously the debuffs that are unresistible. And of course, for each stack of morale, they get extra critical damage, extra defense, extra health. So yeah, without some sort of insta kill or just like a blitz down like with Reva, it's gonna be a struggle, because at least like with Reva, right, we are landing things. Inquisitor modifiers is just bad, like really bad. I wonder who designed this modifier, because Inquisitors themselves are not very good anyways, like at least like Hot Cartel on gun guns, right, they have a modifier that really juices them up. These guys doesn't do a whole lot. And unlike the Steadfast Retribution, which we all know what it does, reflects damage back and everything. But luckily, I guess the whole morale thing slightly is offsetting the Steadfast Retribution, right? So it's helping us up as well. But yeah, definitely an annoying one today to deal with. So can't blame you if you're just gonna go like, I'm gonna skip this one. Now let's head over to the footage. First from my main account, so I was able to autoplay with both teams. Now I did go with Marok, like I think 7 sister, right? She attacks out of turn, enemies will be gaining protection up, right? So maybe not the best character to have in there. And then if you do have Marok, he's good. He's got an AoE, so essentially I've got all the Inquisitors that deal AoEs. So what you do, target Anakin and hit auto. An AoE, another AoE, another AoE, another AoE, and guess what? Another AoE. Boom, and down they go. Now just down to Padme. Here we go. Down goes Padme. Down goes Snips. Come on, Snips. There we go. Come on. One more hit. Did she dodge? Yeah, she did. There you go. As mentioned before, Reva full auto on 30 seconds with Marok in there. No issues whatsoever. Without Marok, because you know you're lacking that another AoE, you can still get it done, but it'll take a bit longer. And now for the no leader feed. So again, this is going to be a full auto one. This is still footage from our main account. Just going Malak lead, Sith Eternal. Treya is good as well in there with isolation, because it'll obviously prevent these guys to gain protection up and things like that, whoever's isolated. So just gonna drop an isolate on Kenobi, and then we're gonna hit full auto at this point. And yeah, as you can see, aside from Malak's drain, nothing is doing any damage to them, just because of this constant protection up they're getting from morale. So very long battle. So Sith Eternal, if he's not in the lead, obviously he takes forever to build his ultimate. That's why I'm seriously speeding up the footage here. We were able to get Anakin there out with Malak's drains and stuff, so at least something. But now we hit the ultimate, we zap these guys, and then finally game almost crashes trying to transfer all those stacks of morale over on Sith Eternal Emperor. He's got over 300 of them. That's why the game froze a bit there for a moment, and now just, yeah, full auto. Took me just over 4 minutes, so I guess not too bad. And now for the no leader, non-galactic legend option. So this is from my other account, just showing a slightly different version. Again, going with Malak lead, slightly low relics on these guys. This is the squad that kind of did it for me in the end. We have a pre-taunt in there for Kylo Ren and Mask just to take that initial hit. Usually Thrawn will be faster than Treya, right? So you want to swap Terminator over to Treya, and then you want to drop isolate on Padme, so you kind of stop her protection up shenanigans, and then try to get dodge again. Fine. Going to go ahead and fracture Kenobi. The idea was there to get obviously shock over on Ahsoka, but she dodged anyway. We got a drain with Nihilus. We can go ahead now do a drain on Anakin there. Because of that protection up didn't do a whole lot. Let's see if we can get an ability block. No, we didn't. Okay, so alright, Kylo kind of hanging in there. Luckily he's immune to damage from courage. Just gonna wait for the Annihilate to come online. Let's get a stun over on Anakin. Good. Okay. Right. Unfortunately, Thrawn released the fracture on Kenobi, so I will most likely have to waste my Annihilate on Kenobi. But you know what? Let's just get it done. I know not the ideal scenario, but at least that now we know we don't have to deal with his taunts anymore. Let's go ahead clean up debuffs over on Kylo so he can get a taunt up. Then we're going to go ahead and get a fracture Ahsoka so she stops assisting. Okay, there we go. Now we got Anakin there feared, so I'll just hit Padme so Anakin doesn't get a turn. Now we can do another cooldown increase. So we are looking good at the moment. Let's go ahead. You know what? Ahsoka's low. Let's get her as well. Let's drain her. Try to get her down. That should do it, I hope. Yeah, there we go. Oof, Anakin dropping an AoE. We were able to take it though. Okay, so now Padme's isolated. Anakin's fear again. I'll just keep Anakin B. Do not touch him, he's feared, so he doesn't take a turn. Let's go ahead and renew that isolate on Padme. We lost their Thrawn, but we have Kylo here coming in for the stun on Kylo Ren and Mask. Sorry, on Anakin. Let's go ahead and do another drain. Right, again taking a while, but as you can see, as mentioned before, so much protection up because of whole morale thing that they have going on. Very annoying. Annihilate number 2 coming up and get him out. The interesting thing is that you would think that the Annihilate would reflect damage back on Nihilus, but maybe something with the stacks of morale that gets transferred, that then Nihilus gets so much health that it looks like he didn't take damage from Steadfast Retribution, because normally insta kills, right, if you do use it on Steadfast Retribution, you just get back to down to 1 health. But I guess the transfer from that extra health from stacks of morale when we insta kill somebody with Nihilus juices up the health for Nihilus. That would be my theory, at least why that is happening. It doesn't even matter why it's happening, the important thing is it works. And there you go, guys. Today's challenge, definitely a little bit on the annoying side, but if you got a Reva, hit autoplay. If you got some sort of Malak lead, Galactic Legend squad with insta kills, especially like Sif Eternal, hit autoplay. You should be good to go. If not, some sort of teamer like this with, you know, Malak there for the fear, Front for the fracture, Treya for isolate, and hopefully you can get something there done with Nihilus' insta kills. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.